Will John Bay. There are aspects of Scientology I still find interesting as a student of religion and philosophy. I belong to several non-church affiliated Scientology groups, but I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder if any version of Scientology is safe, since it alters one's thinking by what seems extended hypnotic command. What do you think? I actually talk about this in my book, Scientology A to Xenu, how Dianetics and Scientology use hypnosis as part of the process or part of the procedure of Scientology. And I do think that that is the case, and I don't think that Scientology counseling is overall a productive, helpful form of therapy. I think there are certain aspects of it that could be used in a helpful fashion. I think there's some parts of Scientology that are helpful to people. I'm not saying it's all bad or it's all dark or all black, but when it comes to its counseling procedures, I don't think that they are helpful on a long-term continuing therapy kind of basis. And I would not recommend them to anyone. That is my take on it. I don't think that, now I'm talking about the procedures now, I'm not talking about the belief system of Scientology. You know, I've said before, and I'll continue to say, that I don't care what you choose to believe. Belief is only important as it manifests itself in action. And you know, you can believe in blue Smurfs if you want. I don't care. But if you think that the Smurfs are telling you to, you know, murder your wife, well, then we got a problem, right? So so in terms of the Scientology techniques now, you know, Scientology methods and auditing, that's something you're doing. And I think it's a destructive doingness. I think it's doing something to a person that shouldn't be done to them, right? I don't think that sitting there for hours on end doing these repetitive processes on a person are helping them in any way. And I've been, you know, subjected to those things for hours and hours and hours. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I definitely believe that those things are inducing hypnotic states, which a person goes into, comes out of, you know, and then they are indoctrinated to believe that by going into and out of these hypnotic states, that they've achieved some kind of therapeutic result. And I don't think that's right. I think that's a con job. I think that's wrong to do to somebody. And indoctrinate them to believe that you're helping them in some way. Even though I do think that the auditors and the pre-clears, the people who are, you know, administering the auditing and the people who are receiving it, honestly believe that what they're doing is helpful. I mean, that's not part of what I'm talking about here. I'm not saying somebody's being dishonest in this equation, or that the auditor knows, you know, that he's, you know, hypnotizing his PC or something. I talk about this in my book. You know, it's not a matter of the auditors trying to, you know, evilly do something horrible to his pre-clears. But just because you think what you're doing is good doesn't make it good. Doesn't work that way, you know. You know, and there's countless examples in history of that, where people thought they were doing good to other people when in fact they were ruining their lives or hurting them or even killing them. So that's my take on auditing. So you know, to you, the person who asked me this question, who is involved in, you know, doing independent Scientology, I don't recommend independent Scientology. I don't think that's a good thing to be doing to yourself. And that's my take on it.